So, Alaric, my big boy shepherd right here, just saved me from a squirrel. I've got, I think, a small family of squirrels out here, and they really like staying up in my oak trees and then running across the gate and into the area in there. This tree limb stump that you see there used to actually fill this entire area right here, and it really gave the house a really nice canopy as you drove in. Yeah, see, I'm missing a chunk there. It went all the way over to the other side. It was very, very big, and it was kind of low. And when we moved in, the moving truck tapped it really good, which didn't break it. It shook everything, and I thought everything was good. I come out here about 3 days later, and I'm throwing the ball for my boy. My little girl here wasn't born yet, and of course their daughter was not born yet. And suddenly, a 30-foot tree limb fell out of the tree. Of course, it cracked a bunch, and I've been pretty close to some explosions, been shot at a bunch, blown up, and I got to tell you that was right up there, because I was minding my own business in my front yard, and 200, 300, 400 pounds of tree just came down and hit bedrock. So not only was there a lot of cracking, I was in a new area, it was dark out, and out where we are, it is very, very dark at nighttime. And I didn't have anywhere near the illumination out here that I do at this time. I think that light was up, and I don't think it looked like that. In fact, that looks like somebody tapped my light, probably a box. I had this thing right here, but it had one of those like old 1950s nasty street light bulbs in it that I think I still actually have because it didn't burn out. I think it's the sodium ones, where it's like that eerie red light that's probably worse than darkness anyway. And of course, right now I've got a 18 or 20,000 lumen LED broadcaster in there, which I think I may have just destroyed day before yesterday. We'll find out. And that thing came down. It's kind of withered a little bit, but it was actually bigger than this limb right here. So it was huge, and it was longer because it went all the way to the other side. And that made me really sad. But I'm sure the squirrels would have loved it too. They weren't actually out here at the time. I think they showed up because there used to be a bunch of them just down the hill. We have a kind of a impounded river lake thing, and it's kind of a park. And for whatever reason, there used to be a bunch of them down there, and I think they've migrated up here. I don't know if it's people or lack of people or what it is, but I throw a lot of corn out here, and they really appreciate that. And I think it's just awesome to give my fat boy over there some exercise chasing around squirrels like they're some kind of a threat. But yeah, I think I've actually caught him on video on my my camera up here. I could probably follow him with that camera too. But I think the in-state goal is to get that squirrel somewhat okay with me being out here and feeding him. I don't think he's scared of me at all, but I don't think he's eager to get too close to me either. And he is really hard to see. I don't see him up here. I think I've actually got a family of them. I know a lot of people like to feed birds, and they get all bent out of shape over squirrels, but I think I'd rather feed squirrels. We do have woodpeckers out here, though. Those are kind of cool. Really hard to find. Huh. What do you think, Alaric? Where's our squirrel at? Where is he? I think it's really funny when he runs across the gate. And he'll actually follow my metal gate all the way to the corner there because he knows he's safe from the dogs on that. Because he can just drop down to the other side or go straight through it, whereas Fat Boy here cannot. I think that squirrel might actually be skinnier than your tail.